teaching of chemistry, in which I prepare students for NEET and IIT, my advice to them while solving paper has always been A, to avoid initially the questions which are require some kind of calculation. Most of the time it's simple, but still to avoid them. Another advice to them is within first half an hour, their almost 60% paper should be solved. That is, they should not take more than, in fact, it could be 45, but I insist on 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, your question's answer should come. Another advice, in fact, I believe, it is not advice, I believe that a student who checks ABCD for his answer before ticking it will never succeed. It may look a very unbelievable thing, but it is a fact. If you really understand the topic and you have been given proper training, which we do give, then as you read the question, as I shall be dealing with a few 10 questions in coming session, 10, 15 questions, you can see that as you read the question, I will tell you, as you read the question, how you get the answer. You don't even require pen and pencil, just reading. Of course, the requirement is your fundamentals should be clear. And the examiner will always give a question which looks very simple, but there is something very hidden, very simple, which on the basis of your basic knowledge gets you answer without pen and paper. So I will start with a few questions and stop in between to the approach that you should take, which will get you answer without any pen, paper or pencil. Let me start with some questions, latest questions of NEET 2026. Of course, which is going to be done again for re-examination, but still it will have a lot of influence on the NEET also. So I think the approach for this NEET, whatever questions are there when I guide you, it will help you more than enough for the coming exam. So let me come to the first question. This year, the question was, you are given, say, I will take the question straight away, read out the question. If you have pen and paper, note down. Otherwise, it hardly matters as I talk. The question was, which has maximum number of atoms? Of course, you must have realized, when the question comes, you must realize that this is a question based on mole concept. And what does the mole concept say? More the number of mole, more the number of atoms, molecules, or electron, protons, more is the volume of the gas, and more is the weight of the substance. Let me start with the question. The question says, which has maximum number of atoms? 1 gram of hydrogen, 1 gram of oxygen, 1 gram of nitrogen, and 1 gram of chlorine. Now, if you are a good student, you realize one most important thing. Given weight for all the different substances is same. So, as you know, mole is weight in gram upon molecular weight. Now, when all the weights are same, common sense tells you the one which has more molecular weight will have less number of moles and less number of atoms. Now, remember one thing, 1 gram could be 10 gram, 100 gram, whatever it is, but all the substances given, whichever it could be, there are thousands or millions of chemicals. millions of questions literally can be made of this time, where the question will have same weight. And if your basics are clear, you will immediately say, if you are asked maximum number of molecules, you will look for minimum weight. And if you are asked for minimum molecules, you will look for maximum weight. Now, the same question could have been on minimum also. Now, here it is maximum. Now, what are the substances given? If I am not wrong, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and chlorine. Very clear. Hydrogen has minimum molecular weight 2, H2. So, it will have maximum number of molecules, maximum number of hydrogen, or maximum volume. It could be not only maximum number of molecules. The same question could be which has maximum volume. The approach would be again the same, mole. So here, if it is minimum molecule or minimum volume, answer will be chlorine, which has maximum molecular weight 71. Or if it is asked maximum volume, maximum number of molecule, answer will be hydrogen, which has minimum number of molecule. Before I finish, I would stress that there are millions of molecules and the weight. So I'm not, although I have discussed just one question, but substances may be different, weight may be different, but the approach of all questions will be same. That is, weight is fixed and different molecules. Thank you.